This is Hex Appeal, where artists swap the stage for the tarot table. And today your agony aunts are Remember Monday.
Hello.
Thanks so much for joining us.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks.
Do you feel like you're quite good at advice? Do you?
Oh my god,
are we
gonna dreadful. I think.
Oh my god, Lauren!
I feel like I need all of the advice. I'm gonna make this all about me.
I think Lauren is brilliant at advice.
Really?
Yeah, you don't take your own.
No.
yeah. Oh yeah, that'll do it.
That's me. I never take my own advice.
You're very I think you're very level-headed and you see
both
things.
sides.
See things in a really
I am
good way.
queen of fence sitting, is what I would say. But it's because I genuinely see all the pros,
Yes.
cons, and then I sit there comfortably.
Yeah.
And Hol, you're kind of the opposite.
Yeah,
I think.
I'm solid.
Yeah.
I will go hard
Very.
and strong with one route.
Yeah.
Can we get a quick check of what your star signs are to see if that adds up? I feel like we need to
Yes.
know. Oh yeah, we
That's impossible.
No,
No,
it's impossible. So I'm a Gemini.
Okay.
I'm a Libra.
I'm an Aries.
Well, we've got such a variation here right now.
I'm a Pisces.
I'm a Taurus.
Oh, wow.
So I feel like
Okay.
maybe we've got the grounded energy.
Well, we are sat literally on the ground, so I'm getting a good vibe going.
Great. Well, hopefully you're gonna face the Hex Appeal deck and give some advice. But we like to just check to make sure you're up for the challenge with a few questions.
Okay.
Just check your honesty levels.
Okay.
So do you feel ready for the test?
Yes.
Very ready.
So ready.
I love the way you alternate the mic, that's so ultimate trio, yeah.
Yes.
Excellent. So question number 1. Your careers, individually and as Remember Monday, have taken on so many forms, from the West End to representing the UK at the Eurovision to now. How has learning to embrace each new era shaped the artist you've become?
Ooh. Learning to embrace each new era. I actually think we feel really lucky that every kind of era that we go through feels like a learning experience for us, just as much as it is just us kind of experimenting and having fun. And the more we've released, the more music that we've kind of written and put out there in the world, and see what connects with people, and see what then we enjoy performing live, or promoting the song or whatever it is, it kind of then influences what we do next. So we never really think too far ahead. We love to kind of be able to change up the plan as it's happening, don't we? And it's but no, it's just it's fun to experiment, it's fun to play, and we're not saving lives, we're just singing silly songs. So we the main thing is for us to have fun with it, I guess.
And it seems like you're having fun with it as well. It doesn't, how some people, I think, and I mean, you might feel the pressure of it outside of what it seems, right? But I think a lot of people find that so much pressure is switching between eras. But I think that seeing how you guys kind of embrace each stage and have fun with it, I guess also because you're friends, right? That it comes
It
quite
does
naturally.
just feel like it kind of naturally happens.
Yeah.
I don't think we've made executive decisions to be okay, next we're going to be in our cowboy era, or next we're going to we've been best friends for 14 years now, and it is just we're growing up together. We've grown up since we were teenagers, and with that,
People do that.
things change. Our music changes, our likes changes, our dislikes changes, our fashion changes, our sound changes, and that's kind of, it's just naturally happened that way, I guess.
That's how it feels with us a little bit as well, is that we kind of the podcast wasn't always this, but it just naturally each step kind of happened. So we had we started as a radio show, and then we went just kind of more like chatty podcasty, and now we've kind of landed on this middle ground. So I think I really resonate with that idea of
and it's nice not to restrict yourself, or say oh no, we can't step out of that box that we are in. It's just nice to kind of see where you end up rather than plan too much.
We went through this phase of our musical theatre careers are dead. They're in the bin. No one can know about them because it's not cool.
And it's a past you almost. So it's that's not me.
But
right
now
now
we're do you know what? That's the coolest thing ever. Theatre is so cool. So many of us have come from that world, and now we try and really celebrate it and really kind of honour it a little bit. But I think it's just growing up.
100%.
Also, as someone who is a huge fan of Phantom of the Opera and all things theatre, you are in safe hands with us. We would never tell you it's not cool because we think it is.
I actually think everything you guys do is cool. Like at any point, I'm like, the idea that you guys don't think what you do at any point is cool is like shocking to me. Like, don't say that.
The stress of trying to be cool is just like so done now. We don't care anymore.
And some of our favourite artists in the world, like, you know, when you look at like Chaperone, do you think she ever worries about like being cool?
Yeah.
I just don't think that's a thought in her mind, and we all strive to be Chaperone.
I think it's probably a bit of like misogyny as well. Of like,
absolutely.
right, we're all sat here and I'm like the elephant in the room.
That's that in the music industry. We can't say we've ever experienced that.
Anyway, on that note, before we get down that rabbit hole, is actually, I feel like we're leaning into this a little bit already, is that my question is more about kind of your friendship, which we have touched upon. And I feel like we're starting to see it a little bit more with like artists, like, I don't know, like the other day I was watching the Olivia Rodrigo, Gracie Abrams interview, I don't know if you guys have seen it, about how they've kind of grown up together in the music industry. But I think friendship is still less celebrated than romance in terms of relationships. And what we kind of wanted to hear from you guys, I guess is like friends to friends, is what your friendship as a band has taught you over the years, and maybe like the ways in which that's, I don't know, helped you on this growth that you guys were talking about.
Really great question. I mean, we have always put our friendship number one above the band, even though the band is like everything that all of us wanted to do forever. Priority is friendship first, and I think that is a huge thing, especially because the band's a business, isn't it? Like it's hard to kind of, if it was with a normal job with colleagues and things, there's always going to be times people disagree, but the friendship being the core has always been the first priority. But also, we've changed so much since we first met, like individually.
But we've done that together.
Exactly. And I think it's about kind of growing, especially for how many years we've been friends. It's kind of about growing and allowing space for everyone else to grow at the same time, but without splitting off. And I think, to be fair, I think we've done it pretty well.
Yeah, we're almost like sisters now. Like we've literally been through all of it together. And you know, when you're, like Shah said, when you're running a business like we are often hungry, tired, stressed, scared shitless, under pressure, like burnt out. Those
The worst versions.
the worst versions of ourselves a lot of the time. And we all just know each other so well. We look after each other, we protect each other, we support each other, we have each other's backs. And I genuinely think that's why we've lasted so long. Like, I just think we really, really protect each other. Like, we'll go to battle for each other. And we fight like sisters, and we are silly and whatever, but you know, we have each other's back. We would never have lasted as long as we have otherwise.
It's just like reminding yourself you're on the same team ultimately.
We all want the same thing.
And do you know what? Sometimes that actually can be very hard, because I think society, and definitely, you know, in kind of girl bands in the music industry and girls in general are often pit against each other by the general public or by the tabloids or whoever. And so like it can sometimes get to a point where like you feel like you're being pulled apart, and then it's like a moment of always kind of checking in and being like, oh no, like we're actually completely on the same team.
We're good.
Like, that's outside noise. And we do have to remind ourselves of that, but like Holly said, we're like sisters now. It doesn't, we can be very direct. We're always honest.
I imagine it is a bit hard for you guys as a band. Like, I've never considered that, but the way that you are a unit, but I see online people almost like picking, splitting it up, and I think it's interesting because, I mean, obviously we're smaller, but I always think of us as a unit, and I think like when you see me, you see her type beat, but with you guys, it is like you do feel that kind of like people in your comments and stuff like splitting up the three, and it's like, well, actually I see you guys as a unit, so it's
and we still do. I mean, you know, all we've ever wanted is for more and more people to listen to our stuff and know we exist, and then with that comes the new stuff, and we kind of were introduced to that last year, the blonde one, or the ginger one, or the brown haired one, or the blue one, the pink one. Yeah, she's got the best voice, she's rubbish, she's ugly. Like, you know, no one said that actually, right? At least I don't think so. But yeah, we're compared constantly.
Yeah.
But again, I do think that's just being a girl, and also being in this industry. And like I said, we actually get through it. Like, it's somehow
It
not
comes
getting
with
to
the
us yet.
job, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Really, as well. Like, you put yourself out there on a big kind of public scale, and you have to expect a certain amount of feedback. Yeah.
I always say that I don't think I ever could do any of what I do without you, because I think it is like, I'm in awe of anyone who does anything solo creative or online, because I just think like it's almost unspoken how much having another person to almost balance you out, or like to give you like the reality checks when you need it. I think it's like, I'm in awe of people who can do it alone. I can tell with your vibes that like you're always there to kind of balance each other out.
Did you ever feel that there was like an external pressure to embody a certain part within your group? You know, like Spice Girls.
Yes.
Hugely.
Oh yeah, and the branding thing is such a big thing. I mean, in the industry anyway, but it feels so massive now. Like, it's so important to have like your character and your role. And when we were doing all the Eurovision stuff last year, like, it was really hammered home to us, like, you all need to have a specific character and you need to play that role, and we were like, what does that even
Hunger
mean?
Games,
Yeah,
isn't it?
it's so wild. It's so wild, but I mean, we've just kind of tried to stay as true to ourselves as we possibly can, and
I think that's all you can do.
Yeah.
You can heighten an element of yourself a bit more to kind of show people, but if it's not coming from a place of kind of honesty and truth, it'll never ever read as real.
Yeah.
So that's what we just try and focus on.
Well, you have passed the test, so we'll be able to move on to the deck.
at the end of that.
I feel like it'd be really mean to make you fail after like how much heart and soul you just put into those answers. Like, but it wasn't good enough, so you're not going to meet the deck.
That's the end.
I want that one.
Here we go.
I want that one. Okay. They're kind, consistent, and emotionally available. But I don't feel that cinematic romance. Have I spent too long mistaking chaos for chemistry that calm feels boring? Is it a sign I've grown up? They want fire.
They want fire. They want sparks.
All they've wanted is that like Chuck and Blair romance, that like what happens when there's something like peaceful and
But
consistent.
is that like, is there, the grass isn't always greener on the other side? Like, oof, it's tough. That's a really tough one.
I actually feel like there's room for both. If you want both, don't settle. But also, yes, like if you're enjoying a moment of calm and peace with someone, that doesn't necessarily mean it's boring. Like, allow yourself to enjoy. I also think like we don't have to put everything into one huge decision that has to be made. Like, you can take it day by day and make little micro decisions. And if you are enjoying that piece today, then enjoy it.
And there's so many more red flags that there can be about a person, and it doesn't feel cinematic. Like, that might also come with time. Like, you're getting to know someone really nice. If they're, what was it, kind, consistent, and emotionally real. It's all great things that maybe it's more of a slow burner with the passion side of things. You never know.
Sometimes I think people find it hard to kind of change relationship style, and maybe that's what's happening here, is that sometimes like the quieter relationships are still valid and are still like purposeful, and that gives you just something different than kind of the forbidden, exciting, like the chase of it. And I think sometimes you just need to kind of unlock that part of your brain that does find that really romantic, because I think the small things can be romantic, but if you're used to the really big explosive things, it's not going to feel like it's making as much of a dent.
Also, like, communication is key, and if you want, you know, a little bit more like excitement or spontaneity, like, have that conversation and it might be accessible.
Also, at the end of this, it says, is it a sign that I've grown up?
Possibly.
And I think yes, to definitely some extent, in a good way, because I do think, like Lauren said, maturity, it's kind of being able to communicate well and not have to only see the fireworks and see the other layers to it, I guess, is a sign of maturity.
Are you guys watching Love Island?
Yeah.
I think this is kind of giving Mika and Samraj, which I'm aware by the time this comes out,
Right.
like, we will no longer be seeing them on our show screens every night, but I think that's what we're seeing in real time, is kind of like Samraj is a very like emotionally intelligent, very communicative person, but I think you can tell Mika finds it hard to almost like connect to him because she's not used to that kind of care and that kind of love.
Yeah, I get
in my
that.
opinion.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And not that I'm saying Mika wrote this in, but like
all the way from wherever she is, Spain right now.
she was in the villa like, guys, you need to put this on a tarot card.
But I feel like we all grow up watching such cinematic romance on the screen that then when you see this just general everyday people, it's like, what now? It's like, I was watching Gilmore Girls growing up, and it's like, well, why isn't someone building a car for me when I'm 15 years old? Like, what's happening? Why am I not getting that? But it's like, because it's not always realistic.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that's okay. Do you have a song
We
that
do.
you'd give to this?
Oh, it's an unreleased, which I don't know if I'm allowed to say, but I'm going to
I
anyway.
actually think I know what you're going to say.
So we have a song called Movie Scene Cliche.
Yeah.
That's about a girl that normally doesn't really fall for anyone, doesn't feel much, has the walls up, has just like all the guards up, and then has fallen for someone, and now all she wants is the big, crazy cinematic movie moment. So running through the airport, like kissing in the rain, all of the big cringy stuff. So we prescribed that song when it comes out,
that.
which isn't yet.
People do say that the cards picked them, and I think that card picked you so that you could promo that song.
Hell yeah.
And I'm very
We
excited.
have no
for
idea
it.
when that's coming out. I'm gonna be honest.
I'm sure Mika can wait a few
Yeah.
a few months.
She'll be out.
It's gonna be a while.
She can listen to it.
Okay.
That is not a good spread. Ooh.
I'm in love with the idea of being creative, but when it comes to actually making things, I struggle to show up. Is this still passion, or am I too wrapped up in the aesthetics?
I love that.
A good spread of cards.
What I will say with this is I feel like that's kind of people are obsessed with perfection. And often, especially when it comes to creative things, like wanting to be perfect all the time is not a creative space to be in. Or at least that's how I feel. Like when I'm trying to do something too perfectly or trying to kind of overcompensate, then the good creative stuff never comes out. So to me, I can understand the struggling to show up when it comes to creative things because you're wrapped up in the aesthetics and the like perfection and the. So yeah, I can definitely relate to that.
Say to this is like, I think sometimes I personally find it very difficult to self-motivate, but if I'm like going somewhere and there's somebody else that I'm meeting and we're doing a creative thing together, or even just like side by side, I'm much more likely to like follow through. And then do you remember our friend Jez Ashurst, who's a amazing songwriter and producer? He does these little like Jez's tips of the day, songwriting tips, and one of them it was in reference to songwriting sessions, and he was like, always show up for them, no matter if you're like really not in the mood, really tired, like feeling a bit under the weather, like just not feeling in a creative space, still like showing up and doing the session anyways. You know, you just like never know what you might get out of it. And actually we had a real experience of that, didn't we? With our new single, Attention. We so nearly cancelled that session, didn't we? Because somebody else that was supposed to be writing with us, they'd cancelled really last minute, and we were like, oh, should we just have a day tomorrow? Like, we're really tired. And we were like, no, do you know what? Let's go. And thank God we did, because it's one of our favourite songs we've ever written. So, yeah, just kind of sometimes it is showing up, even when you don't necessarily really want to. The creative stuff will come and it will be so worth it.
I think it speaks to your earlier points in the test section as well, and of kind of like learning to walk before you can run, is that you have to have the kind of like small moments that then kind of naturally make a bigger thing. So you have to have the small sessions where like things might not come out of it, but something could come out of it, like your single. And I think you just have to work through those smaller moments, because sometimes if I think too broad for a project, it's not going to happen, because I can't even fathom what that might look like.
I guess you also can't go into something with the end result of, you know, in an hour's time or a day's time, it's going to be this thing that's ready to go. Because the whole point of being creative is, you know, adapting and moving with something. There's no logic necessarily behind it or a formula. And then it removes the fun from it. So, like, I think this person, there is still passion, but it's with too much expectations. I feel like you need to like bring it back to like why you're doing what you're doing and what you love about it in the first place.
And I think it's actually really great to be rubbish as well. Like, the whole point of being creative is to be bad at it too. Like, you're never gonna. I trying to teach myself how to play guitar at the moment, and I just want to pick up the guitar and be John Mayer, and I get really frustrated and I just put it back like, I'm crap, I'm not doing this. But the only way I can be John Mayer is if I keep playing through the crapness.
I really relate to this because I've recently started needle felting. And so I said, I'm going to order this needle felting kit and I'm going to build our new intro. I mean, I'm going to needle felt versions of us on a little set with mics and everything. And
she's made a bald voodoo doll of me. It's basically.
Okay.
but it started off so well, and then like the head just won't become a spit. It won't do it, and I had to put it down for a bit. And now I have to remind myself, like, why did I think I was going to be like the #1 world champion of needle felting? Like, I've only done it one time before.
As adults, we're just really bad at being bad at things. That's just such a childhood thing. Like, you go through the thing, like you try all the different things out, and you're bad at some and you're better at others, so you maybe stick at the ones that you're better at. And we're so
Impatient.
that pigeon. We're so. Oh my god, we're under attack.
It did feel like that when we were saying
Anyways, we need to be okay with being bad at things as adults.
We were watching Friends the other day, and Monica was really bad at massages, and then Chandler had to be like, "You're the #1 best at being the worst at massages," and I was like, "I actually feel that I'm the best at being the worst at needle felting."
Probably not the worst though, because it is still resembling a person, so you're not the worst.
You're not #1 at being the worst. You're average. Averagely bad.
Let me be #1.
You're the best at being an average needle felter. You're the best at like giving me one strand of hair and then giving up because they all fell out.
They did, and that's just okay.
That is okay.
In a weird way, I nearly thought about bringing her today, and I kind of like, I feel like maybe part of me knew that it was gonna come up, because I was like, wouldn't that be so funny if she just sat here?
I know, and because I was really like dreaming big, so I was like, every guest I'm gonna needle felt them and present it to them.
Oh my god, that's
So sweet of you guys.
It didn't happen today. It's not like a look under your seats. There's a needle felted version of you, unfortunately, but it's okay.
That's okay.
Did we give a song for this?
I was
You're
thinking,
single.
everybody makes mistakes. Everybody has those days. Everybody knows what I'm talking about.
Everybody gets that way.
Yeah. Miley Cyrus or Hannah
Speaks for
Montana.
itself. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
This just speaks for itself. Yeah. Lovely choice.
There is nothing more perfect than that.
Nobody's perfect. I gotta work it. Hannah Montana. Oh my god, so good.
the way the pigeons are just stood watching you
Yeah,
sing
it's
this
a
like,
show.
personal concert, like no pigeons, perfect.
No. Well, we've reached the end of the tarot session, but we like to end with a bit of manifesting.
Oh, okay, cute.
So every new era needs a little bit of magic. So we want you to each cast a spell for the person next to you.
Oh.
If you could gift one thing to each of your bandmates' future, what would it be? Oh gosh. You will have to go in a little
Your
circle
bandmate's
about this.
future.
You can tell that we're words of affirmation girlies. Like, why are we like, you have to say one nice thing?
Okay.
I'd like all of us to receive money.
Money. I was
Oh yeah,
That's
definitely.
just like a surface level
Yeah.
need for that right now.
Yeah.
And
Great
then-
starting point.
confidence. I'm going to grant us all confidence in like ourselves, in what we're doing, in terms of feeling fab in ourselves and everything
Yes.
we put out there.
That's a really good one. Mine's going to be trust.
Nice.
To trust all of our decisions we make and our own guts
Yeah.
and our journey.
And mine's maybe like acceptance in a really like happy way, not like a settle way.
Yeah.
Yes, like look at where we are and what we
Yeah.
are achieving, and like have a moment with it rather than be like, what's next?
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that.
Is there anything you want to grant for yourselves for the release of your new single as well?
A number one, and a million
I'll actually take a number 40. I actually will.
top 40.
Like
No,
that's
dream big. Give yourself
no,
a
that
number
is
one.
that is dreaming big. I think at
we've
this
done it
stage.
before.
Yeah, we've done it before, so we can do it again.
Yeah.
Number 40 plus.
I
No,
feel like,
minus.
This section of the show really shows us as like the true like chronic, like the sky's the limit, because the amount of times people say things like that and I'm like, you can do that, and everyone's like, like,
no.
I remember someone once, and I won't name it, but an artist once had like an album put out, and she was like, oh, I'd love to get a number one album, and I was like so sure that she was gonna get this number one album. Like, I put on my story like, go get your number one, and then like I don't think she was close. And I think I just don't understand how numbers or stages or anything. And I'm just like, you can do that if you believe. And it's like, oh.
But we do believe.
I do believe that you can get a number one with this single.
Yes.
And it's the day after it's come out today when
Yes,
this
so
comes out,
we
which
are here.
means that every Blonde Vibrations listener can listen to it
Yep.
and download it.
Yes,
and
please.
we can help you get
it to
number
number
1.
40.
Yes. What do you want listeners to take away from the song?
To just live your chaotic, girly, silly lives. It's the silliest song ever. It's just girlhood, and it's essentially about being an attention seeker.
Remember Monday, you have Hex Appeal.
I knew it. Thank you.